Welcome to A Vibe Above, your space for deep healing, vibrant energy, and powerful transformation. Here, we explore holistic wellness, sound healing, mindset shifts, and the path to your future self. Every episode is designed to help you tap into the wisdom of your body, elevate your energy, and expand into the version of you that feels fully aligned. Through ancient practices, modern insights, and grounded guidance, you'll uncover the tools that create lasting change, inside and out. You're here to rise, to heal, and to step boldly into the life that's waiting for you. So let's dive in. Welcome back to A Vibe Above. I'm your host, Ranieri, and I want to take this conversation in a direction that feels a little more real and less filtered. What I'm noticing lately is that people keep trying to figure out what's wrong, when in reality, there's already an awareness there. It just isn't being fully acknowledged. There's a subtle but consistent feeling that something isn't landing the way it used to, and it feels heavier than expected, or it just doesn't quite fit anymore, even if everything on the outside still looks the same. What's interesting is that this doesn't usually come up as a big, obvious realization. It shows up in smaller ways, in moments that are easy to move past if you're not paying attention. It might be a thought that crosses your mind for a second, a shift in how you feel in a situation that used to feel comfortable, or even a lack of energy towards something that once felt aligned. And instead of staying with it, most people keep moving. They go back into their routines, their responsibilities, or their conversations, and they don't necessarily give themselves the space to really sit with what just came up. Over time, those moments start to add up. They don't go away just because they're ignored. They show up again in different ways, sometimes through frustration or through disinterest, others through a sense that something is changing but hasn't been clearly defined yet. And this is where people start looking for answers outside of themselves. They assume they need a strategy, a different approach, more information, or some kind of external clarity to explain what they're feeling internally. But this is where the disconnect starts to deepen, because the signal is already there. It just isn't being trusted or fully explored. Most people have been conditioned to move away from themselves without even realizing it. They've learned to prioritize logic, structure, expectations, and outside perspectives over what they feel in their own body. So when something doesn't make immediate sense, or doesn't come with a clear explanation, the instinct is to question it instead of staying with it. That pattern gets reinforced over time, and eventually it becomes automatic. You feel something, you override it, and you keep going. The challenge with that is that your body processes things much faster than your mind does. You can sense when something is off before you can explain why. You can feel when something is aligned before you can logically map it out. And when that awareness is constantly being pushed aside, it creates this subtle but ongoing tension that people often describe as feeling stuck, overwhelmed, or disconnected, even if they can't fully explain what's causing it. Right now, I think more people are reaching a point where that pattern isn't working the way it used to. The pace, the constant input, The pressure to keep up or stay consistent in ways that don't actually feel good anymore. It's creating a kind of internal friction that's harder to ignore. There's a part of people that keeps trying to operate the way they always have, and another part that is starting to pull in a different direction. That pull doesn't come with a full plan. It doesn't always feel convenient, but it's there and it keeps showing up. Instead of immediately trying to fix that feeling or figure it out, there's value in just acknowledging it, not analyzing it to the point where it loses meaning, but simply allowing yourself to recognize that something is shifting. That awareness alone changes how to relate to it. It moves you out of that automatic response of pushing past it and into a place where you can actually start to see it more clearly. This doesn't require a complete life change or a big decision right away. It's much more simpler than that. It starts with noticing where your energy has shifted, where things feel heavier than they used to, or where something keeps coming up that you fully haven't addressed yet. Those are the areas where your attention is being pulled for a reason, even if you don't have all the answers yet. If it feels good and you are not driving, please take a moment with me here. You can close your eyes or just soften your focus for a second and take a slow breath in through your nose and then gently exhale. Let your body settle without trying to do anything with it. Bring your attention to something in your life that hasn't been feeling quite right lately. Something that has been showing up in small ways, even if you haven't fully defined it yet. Instead of trying to explain it, just notice how it feels. Notice where it sits in your body. And give yourself permission to stay with it for a moment longer than you normally would. Take another breath in and exhale slowly, allowing that awareness to be there without needing to change it right now. Something feels off for a reason, and the fact that you can feel it means you're already connected to it more than you think. What matters is whether you're willing to give it your attention instead of moving past it. Because when you do that, even in small ways, things begin to shift. Not all at once, and not always in ways you expect, but in ways that feel more honest and more aligned with where you actually are. Thank you for being here with me today. And as always, keep rising above. Many blessings. If today's conversation sparks something for you, that feeling is your cue. We take this work much deeper inside the Inner Sovereign Society, a space built for those ready to move beyond the surface. Together, we're building real self-trust, decoding your unique human design, and regulating the nervous system to help you lead from a place that finally feels like you. Between our monthly workshops and our focus on wealth and abundance, you'll have everything you need to turn your design into your daily reality. You don't have to navigate this journey alone. If you feel the pull, trust that intuition. You'll know it's time to join us. And I'd love to see you inside.